this video, we are going to create an amazing shattered particles effect in Photoshop CS6 Extended. There are a lots of small and big particles included in this effect. It will be super fun, so let's jump in Photoshop. Welcome back everyone, my name is Adnan from Tasty Tutorials and welcome back in another amazing tutorial. And it's amazing and pretty much nice and creative. So it's a shattered particle effect. Last time we have recorded a shattered glass effect, and today we are going to record a shattered particle effect. So let's start our work. This is a simple image. Let me just show you what we can create using these actions. So we will use basically actions, by the way, and creating a selection around our character, and when we will run our character or actions, it will be look like this. The final results are here. So you can see that it looks amazing. I love this thing. Okay, so the particle things are basically looks amazing. So let's just move to the next image. Basically you can even edit anything here. You can change the background, you can just turn on the lights. There are some color options here, so you can even change the color options. You will make it blue, black, green, whatever you like to do to make it more realistic. So there are little lights, quick color effect. Basically it's a color adjustment, and after that there are outer particles and there are original object, and this is our background, so you can turn on and turn off. It's all depends on your choice. So let's just move to the next example. This image, this is simple image, and creating selection around it, and we'll run this and you will see that it has a amazing output. I like these type of particles which are getting out from the skin, so it gives amazing look to the image. So there are also same thing, nothing different, same thing we are running, like these outer particles, inner object, and this is background. So I hope you like this one too, and let's just move to the next example, this one. Okay, so this is a simple creating selection. Again, same work is same, I'm just showing you some example. By using these actions you can create different kind of effects. It all depends on your selection. Where you will select, it will automatically generate these particles using your object. Okay, so the color of these objects, or we can say particles, is according to that area which you have selected in selection. Okay, so let's move to the next image, this one. Today we will use this image basically, and what is in it, creating a selection, and when we will run our action, it will be finished with this amazing output. So you can turn on and turn off these final effect, or we can say that the color overlay, and these retouch, and these outer particles, inner particles, all of these details which you want to be added. Okay, so without wasting any time, let's just start our work. So we will start it from a raw work. So suppose you are using these type of layers. This image basically in high definition, maybe it's up to 1280 pixels, so it's a pretty much nice and high definition image, so you can easily get from anywhere. Just use a high definition image, so only in that way it will work in our file. So let's just start our work. What we will do is, we will simply just, you can see that there is no lock on it and it is not named properly. So before we do anything else, we will first create a selection so we could get a basic hard selection around it. So what we will do is, we will simply just go to quick selection tool. By selecting quick selection tool, size it little bigger so you could get a selection method. Now click and create a selection. In start we will create a random selection, so we could take every area which is in this image should be in our control. So like this, we will properly select the area. Don't worry about that if the area is selected, extra area is selected. So you can see that the random selection is very finely done. Now you can see that there are lots of wasted area which is selected in our selection. We will simply just take it out from our selection. Look at this. Oops, sorry, a little smaller maybe, and make it smaller too, like this one. Okay, using these quick selection method, the selection work is very easy. So we have, I think, properly done it. Give it a little time because your selection is overall of your effect. Keep in mind that if you are working with selection, just keep in mind, uh, make sure that your small detail is fine. So great. Okay, so this is done. We'll simply just click and create a layer mask on it because we want to refine these hairs. So right click on this layer mask thumbnail and click on refine mask. It will open up a refine edge, or we can say that content aware work. So let's just zoom it in, change the settings to 0 as default. So click on 0. Now simply just rotate this brush around your white areas, so it could be erase your white area easily. That's great. Okay, so pretty much nicely done. Okay, so good. Now what we'll do is we will simply just pick this shift edge and let's check where it looks more further nice. Like it looks nice here. Let's just check if it is giving a nice. I think it's pretty much nice. So we don't need to touch anywhere else because it will maybe disturb our main image. So maybe we should just check it here. Oh yeah, that's done. Okay, so the basic process is done. We will just click on decontamination colors and change the amount to about 48 and 50, whatever you like to take it the value. So we will output it to a new layer with layer mask. So click on OK. Very nice. Now we'll click this layer mask thumbnail, click and drag it on delete option and click on apply. It will apply it on our image. And now we'll simply just click the second layer mask thumbnail, click on it and drag it on delete button and just click on delete. We don't want to apply this on whole image. Now the main work is done. Now we'll create a new we don't need to create a new layer. We'll press Control and click, so it will create a selection around it. You can use any color. We will use basically a, let's just change the color this time to blue. So press Alt plus backspace using your foreground color as blue. We will fill this with this color. Okay, so name this layer as area area. Okay, so the name is in lowercase, so area. Keep in mind that it is in already lowercase. So select the background layer, which is layer 0, go to layer, new layer and background from layer. So it will create a name which is background and it will lock this layer and fix this layer as our background. Okay, that's nice. Now what we do is we need to load the brushes and action. So we'll go to edit, preset manager, preset and preset manager. From the preset manager, click on load and you will see that when you will download this action file, there are two files, a brush file and the action file. So we will select our shader brushes, so click and load. Nice, we have loaded them. I actually loaded them twice, so it's no, it's not a big deal. So click on done. Okay, and what else? Now it's time to load the actions. So I have already loaded this, so close this up, go to this icon, click on load actions and you will see that in your downloaded file there is a shuttered Photoshop action ATN file. So click on this and click on load. So I have already loaded it, so I don't need to do this again. Okay, so great. Now click and extract that too, and you will see that there are lots of processes here which will done after a little time. It will take a little time, as you know. And before we start this action, let me just show you that this image is in 8-bit mode. Actually I forgot that this image is in 8-bit mode. It's an RGB and it's a high definition image. Let me just show you image size. So it's a 920 by 1280 pixels. It means that it is above from 1000 pixels. So keep in mind that these parameters are followed carefully. If you didn't these parameters are not worked carefully, then maybe your action file creates some errors. That's why try to use a high definition image and make it more accurate. And go to start actions, go to this layers, go to your layer panel. Let me just close these things. Go to this we can say that layers panel and click on panel options and make sure that this add copy to copied layers and groups is checked. Okay, and click on OK. These are the basic parameters. If you will follow these parameters, though your action file will never create any type of, we can say that, error. Okay, so now time to run these actions. So click on this shattered Photoshop actions, click on this play button, and before we start, as you know that we all go to edit purge, but the purge is already edit in it, so we don't need to do that step. So click on the shutter Photoshop action, click on play button, and wait for the process to complete the first step. Okay, so the first step is completed, you can see that, and the message will be come up which says that now you need to paint the area where you want to apply the shutter effect. You can use any color, paint only and on area 2 layer which is created here. Okay, when you will finish paint the area, please press play button on the action panel. To continue, click stop. Okay, so we'll stop this up, and it is saying that we need to give a selection on which the shutter effect will be applied. Okay, so this work is done only on this area 2 layer. Okay, so keep in mind that we don't need to use any other layer. Now uh, the size and the color is already fixed. You can see that it's 52 pixels per inch. The background hardness is 0%. It doesn't matter, you can make it harder, it all depends on you. So we have made it harder. You can change the brush size, so we'll increase the brush size maybe a little bit smaller. Now we'll give it a uh, quick selection. So we will fill this with this color, you can see that, and we will fill this using these brushes, and make it interesting so it could look more fabulous. Come on. Okay, so size it up. Size doesn't matter here, but don't use too much smaller size because it will create a new we can say that uh, shape paths, so that's why it will create maybe some problems. So if you got any error, there is a file option of your brush size. So I think that's it. And what else? Okay, so we will fix this from this side. That's great. And maybe a little bit here, and on this hand make it that's cool. So the basic selection I am done with it. You can add any type anywhere else, it will only applied on this selection. Okay, now it's time to click on this play button, and it will take a little time to complete this process. So we will click on this play button and wait for the process to complete its work. Okay, so the process is completed. You just need to close this side tab, and you will see that it is having a amazing output with having amazing particles. So as I showed you in previous examples, we can edit everything here, like these colors, these outer particles, these inner particles, and the overall color. So I don't think so there is any need of editing some colors here, or we can say that particles. You can see that There are lots of particles. If you'll start today, it will not stop, but there are big particles here. You can increase or decrease. So you'll press Ctrl J, press Ctrl V, and pick them and drag them out a little bit like this. Great. Now these are focused particles, and oh sorry, small particles. So let's just press Ctrl J, press Ctrl V, and to see what is going on here. Yes, this is look more interesting. So you can increase or decrease this detail. It all depends on your choice. Okay, so these are particles which are around our character. Sorry about that. Which are around our character. So these are other particles. Let's just turn them on. And these are some brustile particles which are coming from inside. So close these particles and our object. So this one is color overlay, so we don't need to touch that. This is what we have created with our we can say that brushes. So this is basically background, so you can make your own personal background which is already created in it. So where it is, I think so we don't need to do this one. So this is the final output, and we can make our personal color correction. So we'll click on colors, we can go to adjustments, close these colors, and we'll go to adjustments. So it is a, I think, color balance. So we will check what we can do on overall image. So oops, sorry, I dragged it into a group. So now we can apply it on outerly, but it not looks so amazing. So we'll delete that one, and we'll apply our maybe colors overlay will work fine, but not our particles. We'll apply this on the background, but this is not also interesting. Delete that. Just experiment and you will get your desired things. So we'll go to levels and change it to blue and make it blue. Then we'll pick up some green colors, make it green, but apply this on the top of this layer. Great. Now it will work how we think. So great. And let's just move to the red one, and this is what we are going to create. That's cool. Let's just go open this selective colors and change to cyan. Actually I am making some depth, so this color is more yes, what we have got. Okay, so let's just talk about white. We will not touch this, so we'll make it 0 and 0, and that's the final output. And I hope you like this video. You can free download these actions free of cost. You just need to go to blog and just go to download and just click on the follow the link and download the actions, which is free, but these actions are basically premium, and but free of cost for you guys, anything for you. And if you didn't subscribe my channel, just go to channel, watch out other videos. You will get more and more interesting things. I am trying my best to give you my best things, and I try to create some photo manipulation tutorials because it really takes a lot of time, and I really don't have enough time to working with these type of files. So I'm trying my best to give you the best things and to help you a lot, because sometimes you don't have enough time to messing with Photoshop. So that's why these actions are came into being, that if you want to apply these effects again and again, so you don't need to do these things again and again. It is also really time consuming, and if you didn't get your desired result, it really wasted your time. So these actions are help you a lot, that if you want to work quickly, it will work very best at that situation. So these are the situational actions, we can say that in some cases. Just play around with these settings and you will get your desired things, desired results. And I hope you like this video too and these effects too. Just go to download and download these actions. I'll make sure that to subscribe my channel to get every single update of my videos, and check other videos. There are lots of things on the channel, so I am repeating these lines again and again. So sorry about that for my bad English, because I am really bad in my English, because it's not a native language. Okay, so I have talked a lot and we will meet in our next video. And keep visiting, keep sharing to your friend, because this channel is about to begin to a very great work. And I want you to share this to your friends, so other will also get that benefit to get these actions free of cost, because lots of people don't know about this channel. So that's why I really want you to recommend this channel to your friends to get we can say that more interesting videos, and they also get interesting things. So we will meet in our next video. Keep in mind, never stop and keep learning.